Once more, we visit with Frank Layden, the Niagara legend who was honored at the Gallagher Center earlier this year. Layden, bit of a talker. Bob Vail talked with him, and here we go, part 3 with the Niagara legend.
That era seems to be looked at as the golden era of Niagara basketball. What is your lasting memory from those years?
Well, you know what, I thought that Niagara could play anybody. You know, we went to the NCAA tournament. We beat a highly ranked Penn team in the play-in game, and you know, we beat teams like Villanova during the year, St. John's. You know, one year in the NIT, we beat Texas Western, who they made a movie about them, how good they were, and we beat a great Princeton team with Pete Carrill as the coach. We beat St. John's in the Garden. You know, those are all highlights in success in basketball. What happened was that in the next ensuing years was the Big East came along. And Niagara, for whatever reason, chose not to get into the Big East, all right? I think they could have, because Niagara was part, as Canisius was, the control of a big arena in Buffalo, the second biggest arena in the state, next to Madison Square Garden. And at that time, the decision was made, well, maybe we have to play all sports, and we'd be playing baseball and track and all these things with all these teams. And so in lieu of teams we played, like Seton Hall, you know, Syracuse, Villanova, you know, all those teams that went into the Big East and have thrived in being in it, we chose not to, and I think at that time the program took a step back. Now, that's only a competitive thing, you know. I feel that the league we're in now, all right, is perfect for Niagara. All right, why should we worry about playing somewhere else? I'm looking around at college sports today, and I see a lot of problems. I mean, you know, Ohio State, one of the great universities in the world, is brought to their knees by a scandal in football. You know, and when the scandals come along, if they're cheating in football, are they cheating in their law school? Are they cheating in their medical school? You know, so it's a matter of feeling that you've got a school that you're proud of because they're doing it the right way. And I think that in Niagara's case, that's very important. This is a Catholic university, and I think that our standards have to be a little bit better. And so, you know, who we're playing, I get up and I look, I've got the schedule, and I do look every time Niagara plays to see how we do, or I look on ESPN and try to see the scores, see if they win. If they win, I'm delighted. If they beat one of the opponents, such as Bonnie's or a Canisius, I'm really delighted. But if they lose, I go on with my life. You know, one time I was coaching and we lost a tough 7-game series to the Lakers, and someone said to me, "Wasn't that a tragedy?" I said, "No, Iraq is a tragedy. You know, this is just losing a basketball game." So I'm happy to see all the kids playing. The addition of, since I left, we started women's basketball while just at the end of my career here, and it's wonderful to see them competing. The hockey, the baseball, you know, everything has grown, and I think that is really, we have a really wonderful athletic program that in its whole we can be proud of. It isn't just basketball. Basketball is the label that's put on Niagara because of the past days, probably like Notre Dame football, but that isn't. The important thing is that there's a lot of kids playing here. They seem to be enjoying themselves. We have, you know, since my days here, when it was an all-male school, we had some women in the nursing areas, but it was basically an all-male school. Niagara has grown tremendously. Yeah. In academic reputation, we can be very, very proud of the accomplishments of our graduates. And in basketball, we're just fine. We got a great coach, great coaching staff, and I had a chance to meet the team today. I'm very proud of them. I really am. Just as proud as the Costellos, the Flemings, the Browns, or whoever they were. They're Niagara men, and they play basketball as hard as they can. What's the difference, really?
To take things back to those teams in the late 60s, early 70s, the legend is that you guys would come out for pregame warm-ups and do a Harlem Globetrotters routine. Can you talk about that a little bit?
All right. I think that sports, especially on the level we were playing in those days, it was show business. And it was amazing at how we practiced and put on a Harlem Globetrotter circle. And of course, we had Calvin Murphy and and you know, some players that could do that. And could handle a basketball that way, but the people liked it, and especially when we were on the road. And we used to wear Hawaiian print pants, and that was so different when you think of coming from Western New York and wearing Hawaiian type outfits. But they were colorful, and our cheerleaders wore that color print in their uniforms also. And people, when we were on the road, I think a lot of people were really excited. I remember we did it out in Oklahoma, in the Oklahoma City Christmas tournament, and the people there went nuts. You know, they never saw a college team do that. But all through sports, and I mentioned this to our team today, it's supposed to be fun. You know, this isn't a job, this isn't work. You know, it's about playing as hard as you can, having some fun with the fans, make it entertaining, play an entertaining style, as we do. We're up and down. We like to shoot it up there and run up and down. And you know what? Have fun. That's what sports should be about. And, you know, when I was coaching the pros, sometimes I got criticized for that. You know, this big buxom lady ran out one time and kissed me, and I, you know, pretended that I fainted and fell on the ground. You know, and the commissioner fined me a few bucks. But, you know, it's supposed to be fun. And I think we should have fun. The coaches should have fun. The players should have fun. And if you do it that way, you'll find out it beats working. So it's like kind of like your job.
Yeah, just like my job.
Yes, exactly.
Frank Layden, the legend and the talker, a legend of a talker.